Thank you. Let me join, if I could, Nancy Pelosi in her remarks before I do that, to Carl Gershwin, to Carl for his incredible commitment that goes back to a point in time when I think many of us wondered if those in the East Bloc would ever experience freedom. And had it not been for your leadership, Carl, and your continued advice and inspiration that you provide, there are many people who would have given up on the idea that human rights is something that every society should enjoy, that the most vulnerable deserve that protection, which Nancy Pelosi spoke to. And I just want to say personally, I know of your contributions through the years and your leadership in this area. And the young man to my right probably would not be here today without those voices, because I know the consequences in Moscow of 4 of his colleagues who each were shot in turn. This is just with one newspaper, just with respect to one investigative paper. 4 lost their lives, each in succession, and yet they continued to push and push and push out this message. But without our support in Ukraine, and I had the opportunity, whether it was in Kyiv or going east to Dnipropetrovsk, I saw the reaction to the work that you and your volunteers are doing to take corruption and put it right there on the television in front of people so that they could see exactly what he was talking about in terms of public officials. And if there is a greater antidote, if there's a greater disincentive to public corruption than what you have been able to do with Nashi Groshi, with our money, I can't imagine what it would be. But imagine for a minute the courage that it takes for a young man like this, for Dennis, to go out in a society in which we know how much people will do to protect their ill-gotten gains, don't we? We've seen that in life. So an individual like this, who coordinates the activities of thousands of volunteers towards this goal, I just believe that if we're going to change the world, we have to support those who have the courage and who know and can explain that left unchecked, it is corruption that undermines the public trust in government, that undermines their trust in the private sector, and even their trust in their fellow citizens. And it is that he wrestles with. And I think that the years of hard work that he's applied to this, the years of risk that he and his colleagues have taken in order to take down these powerful individuals and have them face justice, I think that you are the right recipient, one of the right recipients. And so today it is a great honor for me to present this to a very fearless individual. So I just say to Dennis Bihus, thank you for your courage and showing the way for so many journalists around the world. Thank you. I'll give you the stick.
It's heavy. Hello. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to win this award. I understand that I'm to give a small thank you speech, but I'd like to start by saying what it is most important. That is not my award. Everything that I've done, everything that has produced some results was the work of a hard-working collective. This award goes to my team, to the people who work every day with the worst aspects of Ukrainian politics and business. They do it in order to shine a light on what other want hidden in the shadow. This award goes to the thousands of volunteers who believed in the idea of change and unity. These people, many whose names I do not know, gave the most valuable thing they have, their time. This award is for the millions of Ukrainians who don't just hope for a better life, but change their country with their own deeds. They affirm that our works is not in vain. It's especially important to dedicate this award to my family, who see me less often than anybody mentioned above. Thank you for your love and passion. And lastly, a few words about democracy. It's not just about choice, it's about responsibility. Throughout Ukrainian history, we have often forgotten that the most difficult things in life are working hard and taking responsibility for our own fate. I believe that we will not repeat this mistake again. Thank you one more time.